See, that's how Stacy impresses all the guys with all the football knowledge. I like that.
She's like, so is so-and-so still the so-and-so? I'm like, all I know is keep pounding, and we have great snacks on game day.
Any guys watching are like, oh, I'm in love with Stacy.
See there, we're all in love with Stacy. Are you kidding?
Taken, though.
Hey, let's talk to you about Kuhn Rikon's Easy Clean Clear Knife Block, customer top rated, K44089. Now, Mark Charles, let me preface all my first comment with this. Many of you know that about 2.5 weeks ago, my mom had a nasty fall, broke her arm. I was down in North Carolina helping her, and a lot of you have been asking how she's doing. She is much, much better. In fact, she had a neighbor drive her to church this morning.
Well done.
So she is out and about and doing her thing and getting stronger every day. The reason I bring all that up, when I was home taking care of her right after surgery, I was in her kitchen cooking. And I looked to the right of her stove, and she has your knife block.
You always show up at your house, and it's more of my product.
And it's more of it there, and I have no idea she's ordered it.
David for it.
She's sneaky. She just orders it, and I come home and find it. And so she had this one, and what really made me remember it is she had all of her different knives in there, but then she had a big pair of shears in the middle of it. Now, they weren't these. They were just a regular pair of shears, but they were tucked right in the middle. And I just remember, it reminded me that this holds so many different things at the same time. And Mom keeps her just to the right of the stove so she can reach all of her goodies.
It's a universal knife block. Why is it so special? Because it's a simplistic concept. But the idea is we had a problem. We get these knife blocks that have the set in them, okay? You bought them, and you spent all this money with this knife block, right? Well, first of all, you can only fit the knives that it came with because those slots were made specific for those knives. You cannot see what knife is what. They're not marked, as you can see. They're all black handled. You're like, oh, is this the chef knife? Or is that the chef knife? Is that the paring knife? So that's the first problem. The second thing is if I add to my knife block collection, can't put them in here, so they gotta go in the drawer. And then the last thing is because it's solid and you can't get in there to clean, if this is any dirt or any water even from cleaning it, you got bacteria breeding inside of there, so you're not healthy. It's not keeping anything clean. It's not a smarter way. So ditch this because you don't need this. Keep all the knives, of course. So we're going to take all the knives from that block out. And the beauty behind this is you've got an accordion. This accordion makes it universal. This can come out and get clean. Look at this. That's completely dishwasher safe. But what I love is when you squeeze the accordion back in, see the top what's happening? Now they can go in any of these. You don't need a specific area for any type of item, and they'll go with anybody's knife. So here's that knife block set, right? There's the first thing. So we fit everything from the knife block set, but then it's like, oh, I just bought Meredith's Great Groove Tech, which is one of my favorite knives, by the way. PSA, by the way. Goes inside of there. An emerald knife. Anything you've bought in the past, the present, you're about to buy, you get handed down from your, a sibling, a great aunt. You now can have all your knives together, and we're talking about up to 24 I've been able to fit in this. Universal, and I can see everything that I have in there, okay? And I can even put more, but look at this. I can see where the knives are. What I love is the crumb tray, because inevitably, no matter how clean you are, there will be crumbs in there. You get to clean that out. You can take this all apart and clean everything. Everything you cannot do with this knife block. It's just a better way to do something we need to do. It's skinny, sleek, and like David's mother, just like me, she was smart. She put it right against the side of the wall next to the stove. That's what I have. I actually have 2 of these because I have a lot of knives. Shocking. And I'm able to put them all in there.
Hey, when you work in the donut shop,
you
got a lot of donuts.
You got a lot of donuts,
right? Hey, I do want to let you know this is customer top rated. It is also on Easy Pay, 2 easy payments of $12.49. You may choose either the black or the red, so we have both color choices for you. The bottom, as Mark Charles mentions, comes off, so if you do get a little, dirt, debris, crumbs, sometimes I tend to put my bread knife away because I think it's just the bread knife. I just slice bread. Why would I need to wipe that down? Then what happens? Did I drop my card? It's okay. Then what happens is all the crumbs go down into the bottom of my butcher block, right? Well, in this case, I can take the bottom off, thank you, sir, and I'll be able to empty that out or wash this out.
Or wash it out. Remember, look, your hand fits right inside of there. So not only that, you can keep it clean and clear, and more importantly, you don't have to guess what knife you're pulling out of your block, because all you do is look inside and go, oh, I need my favorite
and see,
Groove
that's
Tech
true,
knife. There it is.
Because I don't know my mom's knives as well as I know my own knives. So, as she was in the bedroom recuperating, I was in the kitchen, cooking
for her.
And I was looking, and I was like, okay, I need a paring knife.
Yeah, oh, well.
And I'm looking, and then all of a sudden I looked down, I was like, oh, there it is, and I just grabbed it out, because Mom, like you, has a lot of different colored knives and style knives. So this all worked fine because I was able to see what I was needing and reaching for. So that works out nicely. What was that, Mike?
It's just a smarter way of doing something.
You know what? What we want to know is why we no longer sell this knife.
That's an old Kuhn Rikon knife. I sold that about 12 years ago.
You know what? I'm going to light up our chat a little bit and say that if you'd like to
Sorry,
see this
Stacey.
again, let us know. And I'll have Mark Charles
That's
talk.
a 12-year-old knife.
I'll have Mark Charles talk to our buying team, see if we can't
Okay.
bring what is old will be new again.
Yes.
How about that?
Maybe it's time to bring it back.
I know people. What's
Yeah.
that?
I know people too.
They'd like it in white.
The wife, knife. Ooh.
Oh, they'd like to have a white
Okay.
colored knife
Also,
block.
if you're talking to Stacey about colors, I actually would like some other options besides white because we want to actually bring this in new colors. So I'd love to get some feedback besides the red and the black. What else you think? I was thinking like a graphite gray to go with
Your stainless steel appliances?
And then I didn't think of white, but that's a good one.
How about a yellow?
Yellow. We don't do yellow a lot, but maybe that'd be
well,
nice.
yellow
to do.
might be interesting if someone wants
Yeah.
to brighten up the kitchen
Love
a little
it.
bit. So just a thought. Anyway, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. We've got 2 easy payments on this of $12.49, and we also have customer top rating. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be excited about this because it just solves so many issues when it comes to your knife block. When you go after a wooden knife block, unless you know your knives very well, you're pulling 1 or 2 or 3 out before you realize which one you need, right? So this allows you to see what you're reaching for. It also is easy to clean. I wouldn't begin to know how to clean my wooden knife block.
Never. And it goes in the dishwasher, by the way. All the parts go in the dishwasher. You've just sanitized and cleaned your cutting, your knife block. You've never been able to do that here, ever. It can't be happening. So.
You know what? Chris Prime made a cheesy bacon dip, and every now and again, the
You get a
fan
waft
that I have
of
over
it?
here wafts some of that smell over toward
Chris
me.
does that with all her food.
Quite delicious, Chris.
She's like that pie maker that sits the
I'm gonna
pie
tear
on
it
the
up.
window, and
I'm
you
gonna
just
tear it
walk
up.
past her house and you smell it, and you're like, oh, I'll go this way. Chris has that knack with
The other
food.
thing that's happening is we have virtually whole-free popcorn over there, and it's catching some of that popcorn aroma too.
So we got
I'm getting the double
cheese
whammy.
dip and the popcorn coming this way.
Buttered popcorn and cheese dip coming
It's
at me.
hard to work under these
I
circumstances,
have to
ladies
tell
and
you,
gentlemen.
there's a reason why people love working on this show, me included. Yeah, because we love the food. All right, so this is K44089. How many are, sir? 2,500 of these are now gone. 300 people on the phone lines. We have the red, we have the black. Take advantage of these. They're customer top rated. Want to read what customers are writing about this? Check out the item number on QVC.com. You can read the reviews. Our reviews are always invited and always put up good, bad, or indifferent. So it's important to
honest.
know. Yes, and absolutely. We do not take reviews down. We put them all up there.
Yep.
And whatever folks think, we put them out there for everybody to read. So when something is customer top rated, it means it's getting between 4.5 and 5 stars on average.
Yep.
So you're going to have a tremendous number of great reviews on there that you can read and learn all about what folks are saying who already own the item and who have been using it. So take advantage of it. It's one of my mom's favorite items. Mom seems to like all of Mark Charles's items.
She's one of my favorites.
She's a pull and chop gal.
Yeah, she's a
the
slide and
knife
seal.
And slide and seal. She also loves the clear knife block.
Can opener,
I'm sure
snips.
yes, the can opener and the snips. I'm sure if I went looking through the rest of the kitchen drawers, I would have found more of your stuff
I
there,
love
too.
your mom. She's been supporting me for years.
I think maybe your cookbook's in her cabinet. I'm not real sure.
Is it next? Is it next to one called David Venable's
I'm
cookbook?
sure mine's somewhere in the house, but yours is probably in the kitchen. Yeah, there you go. I'm teasing. This is K44089, and we're excited that we can do all this for you at $24.98 and 2 payments of $12.49. These are very, very popular, as you might imagine. We're always excited to get these back in stock. Mark Charles, it's hard to say how many knives
really
each one
is.
holds because it depends on the knives you're putting in.
Yeah, it depends what you have. But I've gone my personal one. I have about 25. I did 2 side by side, just so you know, because of course I have a lot of knives. And what I did was I sorted it by size. So I put all my paring knives, which I have many, here, and then I did my little mini sentokus. Then I did my chef's knives and my bread and carving knives I did in the end, because I have more than one of all of those categories. So I did them by category up and down, and I'm able to grab them. So I know when I grab out of one area, it's where all the paring knives are, you know, and you can do that by putting them maybe all on one side. But again, remember, if you don't, you can always look where your paring knife is. You can just grab it right out because it is see-through. Remember, it's a sanitary way because I can then take the bottom, clean it out, because the cleanest person that you think you are, and you've cleaned everything, you still have crumbs and dirt. It happens to me all the time. I look at it going, how does there crumbs and dirt in there? I clean all my knives, I dry them all properly, and sometimes there's still crumbs there. So I'm guilty of it too. And the beauty is, in the old way, you could never know that. There was no way to clean this. Now you can do that easily, quick. It's a smarter, what we call the smarter mouse trap. Kuhn Rikon always does that.
3,500 of these are now gone. Red is more popular, as is always the case. Foodies love their red.
Yep.
Stacey, any other questions from the chat?
No, but they're giving me their suggestions.
Of the new
Okay.
colors?
Copper is the big
Copper.
Big
Oh,
request.
they'd like to see a copper knife.
I like that.
The copper.
Turquoise.
Turquoise.
Always a
Blue.
favorite.
Or a teal, maybe.
Blue was another big
Blue,
one.
okay.
Green and clear.
Clear on clear.
Clear, clear.
Like a clear
No color.
insert.
No, I didn't think of that. I don't know if we can do that, but I'll try it. I'll talk to Kuhn Rikon, I promise.
Yeah.
I
You know,
meet,
They
I have meetings with them
probably could
regularly.
they probably could just, because this is a material that the color's injected, right?
Correct, yes.
So maybe they just don't do color.
A clear on clear.
Or it might be white if it's
Think
not
about
clear.
that. I like it. I like
to
it.
see.
Thanks, guys.
All right, good suggestions. So take advantage of this. Remember, this Easy Pay does go away end of day today. So that means at the end of day today, tonight, this Easy Pay disappears. You want to get yours now while you can. 2 easy payments of $12.49. We have the black, we have the red, and we have an awful lot of our foodies who join us every single show on the chat, and we can't tell you how much we appreciate you. We love your feedback. All of your comments are read every single week, not only by me, because I read them after I get off the air, but our team also reads them, and our merchants read them, because we all want to know what you're
Even
thinking.
I read them.
Even Mark Charles reads them.
I do. Because when you talk about me, I read it.
Sometimes if there's a big word, he calls me and I help him sound it out.
True story.
It's true. It's
story.
true.
I said it's got a lot of vowels in this one. How does it sound? And
You
he
know
always says,
what?
and David always says, use your words, Mark
Use
Charles.
your words, Mark Charles. I'm a perpetual parent.
A-E-I-O-U.
I
and
have no
sometimes
children, but I feel
Y.
like I have so many of them. Yes, I do. All right, so we've got more coming your way in our show. Mark Charles, do we have one more item
We
with
do
you?
have one more item.
Give me a
Where's the
little
other
hint.
trivia? Where's the other trivia?
Wait, what's the other one?
It holds water and hot stuff. And cold stuff.
Oh, yes. If you like portable beverage, stick around. Mark Charles has a screaming good deal coming up. Good to see you, my friend.
Okay, thank you, my friend.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. Oh, it's time for a recipe.
Oh.
Blueberry chiffon pie. Let's come over here. What's that? 14 pounds. He ate 14 pounds of boysenberry pie. Boysenberry. Now, we made this little blueberry lemon sauce earlier. Remember, we made it in the Vitamix, then we put it on the stove to warm, and then we let it cool down, and it's in this little ramekin. So what I'm going to do, do I have a spatula here? There it is. So I'm going to take about 1/3 of these whipped egg whites and get it into my custard, and I'm going to fold that into my custard. Now remember, when you're folding, you're not really mixing as much as you're turning this into one ingredient into the other so that they incorporate, but not necessarily mixing them like you would with a beater, right? So we do that, then we add in all of our blueberry sauce. Hang with me here just one second, guys, because there's a folding step in between each add. All right, there we are. Now we're going to fold that into our mixture. This is going to make the filling of our blueberry chiffon pie. So get that all folded in. And then to really give this some extra lift and airiness and body, the rest of our egg whites go in, whipped egg whites. And then this is all going to go into the pie shell and then into the fridge to firm up, and then we'll top it